It is now 7 p.m. and I would like to call to order the August 15, 2017 business meeting of the Board of Trustees of the Aldine Independent School District. At this time, I'm going to ask Mr. Steve Mead to read the board's ethics statement.
The board has adopted an ethics statement that affirms our commitment to ethical conduct. The statement is, the Board of Trustees is committed to and shall perform its duties ethically and according to our core beliefs. We will model the highest standards of conduct. We will ensure that no personal value system or personal goal interferes with our duty at public service. The public interest shall be the practice which guides the board in its deliberations and decisions.
Thank you, Mr. Mead. We extend a very warm welcome to everyone present, and we're pleased that you could join us tonight as we celebrate the achievements, review information, and make policy decisions related to the effective operation of the Aldine Independent School District. I would like to thank everyone for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us tonight. Let the minutes reflect that all board members are present, with the exception of Ms. Patricia Bourgeois. And I see that we have visitors in the audience tonight, so if you have comments to the board and you have not yet filled out an audience participation form, in the brochure next to the agenda books out in the hallway, please do so at this time and give it to Ms. Loera to my right. The board will listen under item number 14 on the agenda, open forum for patrons desiring to be heard. The next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes of previous meetings. Do we have a motion?
Madam President, I move that the minutes of the board committee meeting on July the 17th, the minutes of the superintendent evaluation executive session on July 18th, and the minutes of the regular meeting on July 18th, 2017 be approved as printed.
Thank you, Mr. Shanklin. Is there a second?
I second.
Thank you. We'll begin the vote with Mrs. Esparza.
Connie Esparza, yes.
Mead, yes?
Garcia, yes.
Avalos, yes.
Shanklin, yes.
Booker, yes.
Thank you. There is no academic report for this month. We will continue to our next agenda item. The next item is the correspondence. Do we have any correspondence to be read tonight, Mr. Mead?
Madam President, we have no correspondence to be read tonight, but I'd like to take just a second to thank some people this morning. At the Optimist Club, we give out 68 bikes, and we had Abel there with us taking some pictures and doing some things, and we had my right-hand girl, Judy Hoya, and Stacy Smith there with us. And I will tell you, we really got some good people. We have Linda Rodriguez was there riding bikes for it, checking all the bikes out. And Janet was loading those bikes up in all kind of different cars and stuff. And Pat Wade, let me tell you, if we ever find a spot in the transportation department, we want to put her there because she can teach all those crossing guards how to move it on down, move it on down, move it on down. So we had a lot of people there today picking up those bikes. A lot of principals were there. And we just had a wonderful time together giving those bikes out. And we hope that will help the reading program. We just hope that'll help a lot. We also had two of our board members with us today. We had Kim with us, and we had Connie with us. They were both giving out bikes as well. So we had a wonderful time, a lot of camaraderie, and hope we helped the kids some. So thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Mead, and please thank the Optimist Group for supporting the kids in Aldine.
Will do. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. The next item is recognition of students, staff, and patrons. I call on Mr. Abel Garza.
Good evening, Dr. Garcia, members of the board, Dr. Bamberg, and Dr. Blanson. First, let me just say that I will be selling pictures of Dr. Rodriguez on that bicycle. It was quite a sight. Very brief agenda to present today. We'll begin with Stacy Smith, Program Director of Resource Development, and she will announce a number of grants the district has received.
Good evening, President Garcia, board members, Dr. Bamberg, Dr. Blanson, administrative leadership, and ladies and gentlemen. I am pleased to report on recent grant awards. Will Dr. Michael Ann Kelly, Director of Visual Arts, please come forward? You look like you've been in
staff development for 2 days.
The project, titled Reflecting the Social Mores of Neighborhoods Through Photos, will provide curriculum for the middle school art teachers to enhance photographic principles and skills and examples of instructional practices to better serve our students in STEM questioning and critical reflective practices. Michael Ann's project is one of 6 grants that were awarded in the state of Texas. The grant was funded by the Texas Art Education Association, and the amount is $300. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Good job.
I know. Will Deanne Delgado, principal of MacArthur ninth grade, and Alyssa De La Rosa, please come forward. Alyssa attended the Arts and Digital Literacy Training in 2014 and taught Integrating Arts and Digital Media course at MacArthur 9th in the year 2014-15. This course has changed the way that the dancers practice and choreograph their dance utilizing digital photography, digital editing, and music editing. This year, to better equip her students and to integrate and develop their technology skills into dance, Alyssa has been awarded a grant to purchase a set of iPads for her classroom to develop the best technical dancers. This grant was funded by the Texas Cultural Trust, and the amount is $3,500. Congratulations.
Congratulations, and thank you for sticking with it. Yeah.
Congratulations. And now will Constance White, principal of Raymond Academy, and Adrian Rose Pearson, and Christy Van Wassenhove, principal of Stellick Intermediate, and Tashana Wordsworth and Dr. Angeles Perez of Goodman Elementary, and Tina Lewis, please come forward. And if y'all will come up forward, y'all take the pose. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay. We're ready. Okay. The goal of the partnership project is to invest in comprehensive after-school programs that have a primary focus on numeracy and literacy development. CASE after-school programs support numeracy and literacy integration into academics and enrichment activities, as well as site-based coaching to improve overall program quality. Stellick, Goodman, and Raymond have established excellent CASE after-school programs and continue to enhance learning for their students. Each campus is receiving $30,000, and this is coming from the Harris County Department of Education. So for this group, you're seeing $90,000 right here. Oh, it takes me a little longer.
Congratulations. Awesome.
And the total amount awarded this evening is $93,800. Thank you. And thank you to the lovely Dr. Sarah Tomey for assisting.
She thought she was getting easy. We didn't have to work today, but okay. Now, Dr. Garcia, our program will be presented by Denise Keaton, Coordinator of Student Financial Aid. Okay. Just give it a couple minutes. It's about 2 minutes to warm up.
Okay.
You can start now. It won't kind of get your 7 minutes.
Good evening, Dr. Garcia, Dr. Bamberg, Dr. Blanson, members of the board and the audience. I'm Denise Keaton, Coordinator of Student Financial Aid for the district. While we're waiting for it to warm up, which it has now, I was going to tell you some of the upcoming things we have. October 11th, we have our college fair. This year it'll be at MOC, and we will again have our parents complete their FAFSA and TAFSA applications as we did last year for the first time. As we look at the number of scholarships received, they have increased this year. We have 618 students who have received athletic and academic scholarships, and we've increased that from 481 last year. So we did quite a bit of improvement, but I actually believe we had actually more improvement because we have a lot of students that I'm finding have not submitted their information to us, and that is one of the things I plan on working on this year, is making sure that we have more students submit their information to us so we can have more accurate count of the amount of money that we've received. Our total dollar value exceeded $49 million. We have $49,994,000 in scholarships. With those scholarships this year, we have 1,388 seniors that receive scholarships this year. That does include athletic and also academic scholarships. Some of our highlights for our scholarships include the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. We had 23 recipients this year. United States Air Force Academy, we had 4 students that were honored with receiving the Air Force Academy scholarships. We have 2 students that did actually attend. We have the Aldine Education Foundation with 135, and also the Aldine Scholarship Fund with 129. Our Posse Foundation scholars, we have 5, and that is quite a process that our students have to go through to be a Posse scholar. They have to go through 2 interview processes where they start off with over 100 students and they're narrowed down. With those 5 after that, they go through another process where they're narrowed down again, and then they have to go to a monthly meeting every month, and if they miss more than 2, they are eliminated from the process. And the Posse Scholarship Foundation, they select the school that the students will attend. They match them up based according to criteria that they have for each one of the students. Some of the institutional scholarships we have also included students going to Vassar University and also going to Swarthmore College. Our FAFSA numbers have increased, and that is the main thing that we continue to work on with our students, is making sure they have money to go to college. And in order to receive that money, they have to complete either the FAFSA or the TAFSA. We don't have TAFSA information, and that is the application for students that are undocumented. And that information is mailed to the colleges, so we have no way of actually keeping track of how many students have submitted it to the colleges. Hopefully, at some point in time, we'll have a means of tracking that also. You'll notice the difference where it says completed and submitted. Completed is those that have gone through the entire process, completed all the information, and made any corrections that need to be made. The submitted ones are ones where students have also started the process, but they may have lacked some information, and this is information as of June 30th that comes from the Department of Education. These are some of the activities that our students have highlighted, and if you'll notice on the pictures, these are all things and activities that our students have participated in this year. We conducted 112 college and financial aid presentations through our English 4 classrooms, and that lets our students know what they need to do for the application process, for college applications, the FAFSA, and also working on scholarships throughout the year. We conducted 21 college and financial aid parent workshops, and that happens on all the campuses, along with the main one we did, College Night. And last year was the first night we opened FAFSA College Night because it opened October 1st. We conducted classroom and cafeteria college visits of 79, and that is where the colleges will come out to the campus and either visit classrooms, or they will set up in the cafeteria and do college visits, or call students in at that time and talk to them about their application processes and what they can do to assist them. And then also at the middle schools, we have Your Career, Your Future, which is submitted through Junior Achievement, and Junior Achievement comes out and talks to the students about careers, their possibilities they have, and how their careers and going to college will affect their lives. These are some of the activities that we do on throughout the year. We have SAT and ACT registration on all of our campuses. We will start that the first day of school. We have college application workshops, scholarship workshops, TAFSA application workshops, and also FAFSA application workshops. And there are times where we will divide the TAFSA and FAFSA nights so that we can target our parents that are undocumented, so we can make sure that they are also aware of the monies that they need to receive. And this year, H&R Block wants to partner with us and help us to get the parents in to get their information submitted. These are some more of our highlights. We did online registration for our college fair. All of our students will submit their information online, and in doing that, the colleges automatically have information about them. They don't have to stand in line and complete the cards. FAFSA and TAFSAs were completed at the college fair. Aldine Leadership Conference, our dream team, last year was the first year we attended, and we went to Prairie View last year. We also went to Prairie View this summer. Prairie View A&M had a signing day for all of our students that were going to attend Prairie View, and they had them all come up, and they recognized them on their campuses from Aldine and several other universities. We also had University of Texas do the same thing. They took all of our seniors that were admitted and had committed to going to UT and took them up to complete their application processes and their scholarship information and their financial aid. I implemented Twitter. Now, that was a challenge, and that's something I still plan on improving on. And with the assistance of the college advisors on the campus, I'm getting a little bit better. And so I plan to implement more technology that I can relate to the students more because they seem to be more responsive to it. But on the Twitter, what I did is I recognized our students anytime they received college application recognition when they were admitted, scholarships where they were admitted, and also the Dream Team, we highlighted their trip this summer, all the different activities they did. So that's going to be a continuing challenge. We had all of our campuses have a decision day, and that's where they're recognized for making their decisions to go to college and honoring their commitment to attend. University of Texas and Texas A&M, we have a college forum for junior parents and junior students where they can come and talk to those representatives about what it takes for them to start the process. Our process for applications started earlier this year. It started July 1st. So our students have to start applying for colleges much earlier, along with completing their financial aid applications earlier also. Raise.me is a very, very good scholarship program that our students have had the first year opportunity to work on that. And students can start at 9th grade. And in completing this, they complete their information for activities they participated in, SAT, PSAT, ACT test scores, community service, and each college, depends on the amount of money the college decides, can give them micro scholarships for each one of these activities. They have to follow the college, though, in order to receive the money for it. This year also, we had Floors to Adore honor 2 students from every one of our campuses, and these had to be students that were going to attend a trade school or go to a trade, not to a 4-year university. And he plans on following those students through their whole time in college. Our focus this year will be to also increase the number of scholarship applications submitted, increase the number of FAFSA submissions, maintain the number of scholarships awarded, and also to seek new opportunities for our students and also funding for our students, and still continue to work closely with our advisors on each campus, Upward Bound, Talent Search, College Forward, and CCC. Our website provides our students with a lot of information. This is what the website looks like. And with that, these are the things that we're able to look at on our campus, on the campuses. The students can see the Apply Texas application, the Common application, the Lone Star application, and sometimes Lone Star likes for their application to be submitted separately, FAFSA and also TAFSA. And then students, there's a calendar that gives them the dates of ACT testing, SAT testing. It will have our college fair, anything that we're doing on our campuses that our counselors have provided to me on that calendar so that the community can also see that. Any scholarship information and also financial aid deadlines and any district events. And then we have email, which will be updated for our new college advisors. We have 2 college advisors returning this year, and then the other 3 on the campuses will be new. Thank you.
Thank you, Denise, for sharing that. I just, for the audience, if you're not aware, this board meets on the Monday night before the Tuesday, before tonight's meeting. We always meet on Monday night, and we call that our study session, where we have the opportunity to get the reports from the administration regarding a variety of topics. And we had a pretty interesting conversation regarding the number of scholarships awarded to our students. We all participate in graduation. It's a big honor for us to be there with the students and their families. And so we're very glad that Denise was here today to give us additional information, because many of the things that she shared with us today were questions that the board had last night. So thank you. Where did she go? I don't know. Thank you. And thank you for sharing that. And thank you, Charlotte Davis, for heading that group and organizing these things. Thank you.
Yes, as the father of a senior, I was taking notes on all these fairs and workshops. So, Dr. Garcia, that concludes my report.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, the board, as I said, met last night. We had the consent agenda items in our possession for study, and we discussed them at length last night. Is there anyone who wishes to speak to the consent agenda items to be voted on by the board tonight? Okay. If not, then do I hear a motion regarding the consent agenda items?
I move that all items under A through J on the consent agenda be approved as printed.
Madam President, I second that motion.
Thank you both. We'll begin the vote with Dr. Booker.
Yes.
Shanklin, yes.
Avalos, yes.
Garcia, yes?
Mead, yes?
Esparza, yes.
Okay, that moves us into the report of the administrative staff, promotions and appointments. Dr. Bamberg, do you have staff recognitions tonight?
Yes, ma'am. We have several tonight. We'd like to start with Dr. Craig Mullenix. There he is. I lost him for a minute. And he is moving from his position as principal at MacArthur High School to Director of Consolidated Programs here at the Donaldson Administration Building. And Dr. Mullenix has a Bachelor of Science and with a major in psychology from the University of St. Thomas, and which he received in 1989. He also has a Master of Education in Second Language Education, University of Houston, which he received in 1995, and he has his doctorate in curriculum and instruction with particularly focus in mathematics instruction at the University of Houston in 2006. And actually, Dr. Mullenix started, I didn't realize this, you started your service in California back in 1991 as a Spanish teacher, and then he came to Aldine in 1992, became a math and Spanish teacher and skills specialist at Hambrick Middle School from 1992 to 1998. I remember when you arrived. And then he became an assistant principal at Escamilla in 1998 to 2003. Also served at Worsham Elementary as an assistant principal from 2003 to 2004, and as assistant principal at Olson Elementary from 2004 to 2007, before he became principal at MacArthur Ninth Grade School 2007 to 2015. And during this time, he also was an adjunct professor at the University of Houston at Central Campus, Concordia University, and University St. Thomas in 2008, 2009. And that's before he took his job at MacArthur Senior. And now, of course, he's moved over to be the Director of Consolidated Programs to help us out in the central office. And so we're very excited to have him in this role. And did you bring anyone to introduce to us tonight?
Well, I have my Aldine family here. I've worked with many of you. I want to thank Dr. Davis and Dr. Alfred Stevens for helping me attain this position. Thank you very much. And also, looking around, I worked for Mr. Ortiz as assistant principal, worked with many people in here in the last 2 years, very closely with Shauna Showers. And I'm right across from Ben Avera right now upstairs, so I appreciate all the people I'm working with, and I'm finding out I'm working with everybody now. Anyway, I thank all of you, and I look forward to this year. Thank you.
Congratulations. And I did not mention he has 26 years of experience, with 25 of those in Aldine. Next, we would like to recognize Shauna Showers, who has moved from her position of Assistant Principal of Curriculum at MacArthur Senior High School to the Principal of Stevens Elementary. Ms. Showers has a Bachelor of Science in Sports Science with a minor in English from Sul Ross State University, which she received in 1985, a Master of Arts in Education Administration and Supervision from University of Phoenix, which she received in 2006. She started her career in 1993 as an English teacher and coach at Sierra Blanca High School in Sierra Blanca ISD, moved to Fort Stockton in 1995, and was also an English teacher and coach at Fort Stockton High School at Fort Stockton ISD, 95 to 2000. Then she moved to Killeen ISD in the year 2000 and stayed there till 2012 as an English teacher and coach at Killeen Shoemaker High School. And that's before she came to Aldine, and she came to Aldine in 2012, where she has been an assistant principal until this summer, 2017. So Ms. Showers has 24 years of experience in in education, but 5 of those years in Aldine. And I believe I recognize one person you brought with us to introduce tonight.
This is my husband, and he coaches at Davis High School.
All right. Very good. Welcome.
And I want to thank everyone who helped me out in this journey and the support that I'm receiving up to this point, and that I continue to receive, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Congratulations. Very happy to have you in this new role. Thank you very much. And next, we'd like to recognize Heather Peterson, who moved from her role as principal of Davis Ninth Grade School to principal of MacArthur Senior High School. She has a Bachelor of Arts in Teaching with a major in psychology, a minor in English, which she received from Sam Houston State University in 1989, a Master of Counseling from Sam Houston State University, which she received in 1993. All of Ms. Peterson's experience is with Aldine. She started in 1989 as an English teacher at MacArthur High School, and I do remember that. I remember when she started. She stayed as an English teacher at MacArthur from 1989 to 1994, then became a counselor at Black Elementary from 1994 to 1999, and then moved to the high school, Aldine High School, in 99 and 2000. And then MacArthur 9 as the lead counselor and curriculum AP, both of those roles between 2000 and 2007. And then the curriculum AP at Eisenhower High School in the year 2007-2008, before moving over to the Hall Center of Education in 2008 to 2013. Left there to go be the principal at Davis 9, and now, of course, moving into MacArthur High School. So Ms. Peterson has 28 years of experience with all of those in Aldine. And so congratulations to you, and I believe you brought at least one person over there to introduce to us.
My husband, Mark Peterson, and I would just want to recognize a couple of people. So thank you, Dr. Bamberg, for teaching me in New Jersey writing.
That's right, many years ago. Y'all find that hard to believe, don't you?
English teacher, and Miss Aldos was my curriculum AP when I started at MacArthur High School. Mr. Holt was one of my assistant principals at MacArthur when I was there, and has supervised me as a principal for the last 9 years. And I would like to thank you to Deanne Delgado and Dr. Todd Davis for helping me transition into this new role. I'm very excited to be back where I started.
She's gone full circle.
Well, congratulations, and we're very excited to have you in the role. Next, we want to recognize Stephen Hetty, who has moved from his position as assistant principal of curriculum at Nimitz Ninth Grade School to be the assistant principal of curriculum at the new CTE High School, joining Mr. Ibata. He has a Bachelor of Science in Science Education from Bob Jones University, in which he received in 1981. And then he has a Master of Arts in Major of English and History from Indiana State University, which he received in 1984. He also has his years of experience in Aldine, started as a teacher at Grantham Middle School in 1992, stayed there till 97, then moved to Aldine ninth grade school from 97 to 98, and then moved over to the high school, Aldine High School, as a teacher, skill specialist, department chair, and I believe that's when I first met you as the science department chair from there from 1998 to 2012, and then became an assistant principal of administration at Aldine High School from 2012 to 2014 before he moved over to Nimitz ninth grade school. And so he has 24 years of experience, with all of those years in Aldine ISD. And so we would like to say congratulations. And did you bring anyone to introduce tonight?
My new principal. I'm very proud to be working with him, and I want to say thank you. The CTE High School is going to be a great opportunity. The kids are going to benefit in those 17 new career paths that we'll have. It's going to open new doors. It's going to strengthen our business partnerships, and the kids are going to go out truly able to meet the needs of the workforce. And I think I'm just very thankful, and I'm excited about this opportunity because it's going to be a win-win situation, and you'll be hearing more about the success of the CTE High School. So thank you very much.
Very good. That's kind of part of his interview right there. Congratulations. We're very excited to have you in the role. I know you do a great job. Next, we want to recognize Natalie Andrus, who is moving from skills specialist at Cajava EC Pre-K to assistant principal at Cajava EC Pre-K. Ms. Andrus has a Bachelor of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies from the University of Houston, which she received in 2008, a Master of Education in Educational Administration from Grand Canyon University, which she received in 2014. And she started in Louisiana. Started as a disability specialist with Head Start back in 2000, the year 2000, stayed there for 5 years, and then was a center administrator with Avance and Early Head Start from 2005, 2006, and then the education coordinator also with Avance Head Start 2006 to 2008, and then she came to Texas. Got here as fast as she could, and she became to Aldine in 2008 and has been a pre-K classroom teacher till 2013 before she took on her role as a skills specialist at Cajava EC Pre-K. So we are very happy to have you in your role. 17 years of total experience, with 9 of those years in Aldine ISD, and congratulations. And I believe you got a whole row that you brought with you tonight.
Dr. Ray, thank you. I brought with me my fiance, Deshane Weaver, my daughter, Ariana, my son, Cameron, my mother, Mary Andrus, my son, Nicholas, my father, Clifford Andrus, and both of them are retired educators from Louisiana as well.
All right.
And I brought with me my fearless leader and mentor, Ms. Andrea Davis, our principal at Cajava EC. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Congratulations and welcome to all of you. And last but not least, we have Paul Stevens, who will be moving from his current position as ETL Logistics in Target at the Galleria to our central receiving as an Assistant Director of Warehouse Services. Mr. Stevens has a Bachelor of Science in Health and Exercise Science, which he received from Seminary College. Did I say that correct? Seminary? And he received that in 1997. He has a Master of Arts in Organizational Management from Ashford University, in which he received in 2015. And he has started his career in 1997, started in retail as a store manager at Champ Sports, and then before moving to his current role as a logistics manager at Target. And so he has 20 years of experience total, and so we are welcoming him to Aldine ISD for the first time. So congratulations, welcome, and did you bring anyone we might know?
Yes, first I'd like to say it's an honor and privilege to be part of the Aldine family. I'd like to acknowledge Dr. Blanson, Steve Oakes, and Miss Robin Williams for giving me the opportunity to become the Assistant Director of Warehouse Services. Yes, I'd like to introduce my family. I have Dr. Tamika Alfred Stevens. You only allowed me to call her that. And my son, Paul Anthony Jordan Stevens, we call him AJ, so this is my family. But thank you for the opportunity.
Well, welcome and congratulations. So she makes you call her doctor. Okay.
Never gonna hear the end
Yeah,
of that
we'll have some fun with that.
That's a good plan, though.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to all of you and welcome aboard in your new positions. Thank you, Dr. Garcia. That's all that we have on recognitions tonight.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Bamberg, and welcome to all of you in your new positions, and we look forward to the great work you're going to do for the students, the staff, and the community. Thank you. The next item is consideration and adoption of an order calling a school board trustee election. The chair recognizes Dr. Bamberg.
Thank you. To the qualified voters of Aldine Independent School District, notice is hereby given that an election will be held in and throughout Aldine Independent School District on the 7th day of November, 2017, for the election of trustees of said district for the following 3 positions, to wit: Position number 3 on the Board of Trustees of Aldine Independent School District to succeed Rose M. Avalos, whose term is expiring, and position number 4 on the Board of Trustees of Aldine Independent School District to succeed Connie Esparza, whose term is expiring, and position number 5 on the Board of Trustees of Aldine Independent School District to succeed Steve Mead, whose term is expiring. And in keeping with the order adopted by the Board of Trustees of the Aldine Independent School District, notice is also hereby given that a special election will be held in and throughout Aldine Independent School District on the 7th day of November, 2017, for the special election of trustees of said district for the following position, to wit: Position number 6 on the Board of Trustees of Aldine Independent School District to fill the unexpired term of Dr. Kimberly Booker, and in keeping with the order adopted by the Board of Trustees of the Aldine Independent School District, I recommend the election orders be approved as prepared.
Thank you, Dr. Bamberg. Board members, you have heard the recommendation from the superintendent regarding consideration and adoption of an order calling a school board trustee election, making provisions for the conduct and giving of notice of the election, and containing other provisions relating thereto. Do we have a motion?
Madam President, I move that the consideration and adoption of the orders calling a school board trustee election be approved as stated.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Okay. We'll begin the vote with Mrs. Esparza.
Esparza, yes.
Mead, yes?
Garcia, yes?
Avalos, yes.
Shanklin, yes.
Booker, yes.
Thank you. The motion has duly and lawfully been carried, and the election orders have been duly and lawfully adopted. Thank you. Board policy revisions, Dr. Kim Booker, do we have a report?
Madam President, we do not have any policy revisions or additions at this time.
Okay, thank you so much. The next item on the agenda is the open forum for patrons desiring to be heard. This is the portion of the board meeting when the board receives input from patrons. Each person who addresses the board will have 3 minutes to speak on his or her issue. There is a clock at the podium that will notify you when your 3 minutes are almost up. Because of topic posting requirements of the Open Meetings Act, board members will not answer any question posed to the board by the patron, and no action can be taken on any issue presented at this time. If you wish to ask questions of the board, you may submit them in writing addressed to the superintendent's office, and the board may consider them at a subsequent meeting. If you are an employee or employee's representative, please be advised that the grievance policy deadlines are not waived. If you have documents to pass out to the board, please identify those documents. Finally, please be aware that rules of decorum will be enforced during the public comment period. Please refrain from making comments directed at specific individual employees or students by name. to avoid any potential breach of confidentiality. If you have complaints regarding specific individuals, please provide those in writing addressed to the superintendent for her attention. Each participant is legally responsible for the content and consequences of his or her own statements. And board members, we have one request, and that is Isaiah Q. Thomas. Isaiah, would you come forward? Good afternoon.
I'm a senior high school student here in the Aldine Independent School District. Do I know when my time starts?
No.
Okay.
Is the clock, okay, there's one back there, but there's not one on the
There's,
podium?
oh, no, but there's one.
Oh, there's one, okay.
Okay, good, thank you.
Here we have a woman in a t-shirt dress. Here we have two well-dressed men also wearing t-shirts. However, the only difference is that the men are wearing jeans. My junior year of high school, I would often wear a solid colored t-shirt with a pair of jeans and a collared shirt on top, kind of similar to what I'm wearing right now. One day I was in a rush to catch my bus and accidentally left my collared shirt at home. Luckily, I was able to make it through the metal detectors without a collared shirt. However, I was later caught and written up by an Aldine administrator. I asked the administrator, what is the main reason for enforcing the collared shirt rule? He replied, it allows us to identify intruders and keep our school safe. I should be able to walk into a classroom and identify an intruder based off the fact that he is not wearing a collared shirt. I then asked him, isn't that what ID badges are for? And what's preventing an intruder from wearing a collared shirt? I ended up spending the rest of my day in SAC and was late to my college class at Lone Star North Harris, the campus located down the street. According to this administrator, the collared shirt dress code was established in order to ensure safety amongst the students. However, that reason is no longer effective, especially due to the fact that almost half of our student body doesn't obey the rule in the first place. Dress code was also meant to increase student safety by easing tension amongst gangs. However, those same gang colors are available in polo-style shirts as well. Many educators say dress codes are intended to prepare us for following rules in the workforce. This seems reasonable. However, it assumes there are uniform workplace expectations. With today's technological advances, what was once considered to be the traditional workplace no longer exists. Cubicle offices are being replaced by online databases, and automated factories are using robotics to overall increase both accessibility and productivity. Because of the dress code, individuality is suppressed and student voice is suppressed. These outcomes do not match the qualities employers look for. Employers want adaptable workers, adept at creating and critical thinking, good decision-making, and effective problem-solving. Conformity is the #1 rule enforced in our high schools. And should conformity be the goal of public education? No. Our community and our nation is facing many challenges such as poverty, violence, and discrimination. New challenges will emerge. We need competent young people to meet these challenges and offer ways to move us forward as a society. In order to produce these agents of change, our school must move away from conformity and towards adaptability. Instead of suppressing students, schools should promote the development of individuality and voice to better prepare them for what is up ahead. After all, the Aldine Independent School District is producing the nation's best. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Isaiah, I want to thank you for your well-organized, well-presented thoughts and ideas. You make us proud that we represent students like you. Thank you for bringing this issue before the board. As you know, we do have a process for the adoption of the dress code. There's a process that's quite inclusive that includes parents, students, and a number of others. And because school will begin next week, the dress code is included in the Student Code of Conduct, has been adopted already, but nevertheless, your voice has been heard, and we certainly will take your comments into consideration. If you would like to leave your comments with us, that would be very helpful. Thank you again for coming. And I know that If that's your mom, I'm sure she's very proud of you. Thank you. Anybody else have any comments? No? Okay. All right. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Moved.
Is there a second? All in favor, say aye. Aye. It is 7:44. The meeting is adjourned.
Very proud of that young man. Let me go shake his hand.